A street artist whose Auckland tribute to the victims of the mosque attack struck a chord with the public has just completed a second permanent piece on a prominent Christchurch corner. Paul X Walsh was invited to paint the tribute on the side of Pomeroy's pub after its owners heard him being interviewed on RNZ in March. It comes as the city prepares to mark 6 months since the March 15 mosque shootings. Our reporter Katie Todd and video journalist Simon Rogers were watching as the final touches went on.
With 12 spray cans and 3 days spent up a snorkel lift, Paul X Walsh has seen the legacy of the mosque attack victims immortalised in 51 flowers. The recreational graffiti artist turned full-time street artist first adorned a wall in Avondale with a tribute to the mosque hero Naim Rashid 4 days after the attacks. His depiction resonating with locals, like the owners of Pomeroy's pub and Little Pom's Cafe in Christchurch, who offered him flights, accommodation and another 12 by 12 metre brick wall to unleash his creativity. This mural speaks through symbolism, taking the rough shape of a Persian mandala depicting the white flowers traditionally seen at Islamic funerals, along with tulips and roses.
And then there's also clematis, the New Zealand native, all around the outside, and at the centre is hibiscus. I've also recently learnt that we actually have a native hibiscus, the swamp hibiscus you find up in Northland. So it's a collection of flowers from around the world, each flower representing one of the victims of the attack.
Walsh, who has been in close contact with the Muslim community in past months, says the mural was partly inspired by his experience attending Eid. While Pomeroy's pub owner Ava Nakagawa helped bring him to Christchurch, she says she absolutely didn't want to interfere in the design.
I think for a piece like this, around what it's about, you don't want to have any control or anything over that. It's letting the creative process happen and also really respectfully happen, I think.
The mural coats a wall built in the 1800s and fronts an intersection about 40,000 cars whiz through each day. It's already luring interest from passers-by like Brian Cornish, who has spent about 20 years photographing Christchurch's street art and admires its healing properties.
Just witnessed what happened after the earthquake here, where art became a big focus to the community and to the council and to everybody. It was neat. There was all sorts of things going on. And as I say, it just helps the community more than anybody in particular.
And that's exactly what Walsh says he wants the mural to do.
I've realised that it becomes a dialogue with the public. It's an emotional piece and it's personal for me, but it's also a public mark of remembrance.
Walsh has already painted over his temporary Auckland mural, but not before it was replicated in Lahore, Pakistan. He and the Christchurch pub owners say this one is here to stay. For Checkpoint in Christchurch, Katie Todd.